can tell you something, after riding this bad boy, this is kind of like the SUV of scooters. This thing weighs about 51 pounds, does 22 miles an hour. It's got a full suspension, full disc brakes, turn signals, and it has an LED dashboard. That's an amazing thing. So I'm going to take you through this scooter today. I'm going to tell you the pros, the cons, and we're going to talk a little bit about the competition that Hiboy is coming. They're the new kids on the block. They sent me the scooter to kind of spread the word to all of you, which I'm doing today. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start with the unboxing of this Hiboy X300 electric scooter. Some of the features: a durable design, a Hiboy app, intelligent battery management system, LED display, and regenerative braking. This is a big box. It is packaged really well. So let's unbox this thing and see what's inside. So over here, you get a manual, user manual, which I haven't even need to look at. There's a cord, a charger that goes with it. It comes with some screws, keys, a couple of tools, and some bolts. Yeah, so let's start with the competitors. This is an extremely fragmented marketplace here that Hiboy is in. They've been in the market for quite a while, and this is a company out of China. Xiaomi is sort of one of the #1 competitors that's out there. Segway, Razor, Unagi, Apollo, Boosted, Gilan, Bird. We've seen the Birds out there as the rentals. Lime as well. Inokin, GoTrax. So, why buy this unit? Suspension in the front, and it's got shocks, and it's also got a removable battery, which is pretty cool because what you can do is you can take this unit, the battery inside, and charge it without having to take the whole unit inside and charge it. So the way you do that is you just, let me push down a little bit there, and then you flip this up, and then you've got this battery that you can then carry upstairs, and you're able to actually charge this unit. Right over here is the little interface there. Not NACS, not CCS, but you're able to plug this end from the unit right in there. I think it takes about 7 hours to go from fully depleted to fully full. But this is a nice feature because you can just carry this upstairs and leave the unit downstairs. It's got a headlight and it turns signals and all of that. Here, let me show you how you fire this thing up. You basically just turn it on right here, and then you'll see the digital dash right there. This is your battery meter right here. This tells you how many miles are on it, and so far haven't even driven it a mile yet. And there's 3 different speeds that you can put it on. Right now it's on speed number 2. You can go to speed number 3, which will do up to 22 miles an hour. Speed number 1 will only go about 12 miles an hour. And one of the things that's really nice here, it's got a nice little kickstand that if you hit the acceleration right here with your thumb, you'll notice it doesn't go. What you need to do is you need to kind of kickstart it a little bit. Now, let me get my helmet on because, I need my head, right? So safety first. All right, so I'm going to just push off, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of throttle, and then you see that it starts off. And it's super easy to ride, and I'm going about 13. Tracks really well. What I can tell you is that over bumps, because of the suspension on this unit, It's very smooth, 12-inch pneumatic tires. They're not really a firm, hard rubber tire, which is a good thing. You could ride this thing for miles. It's got a huge range that'll actually travel. But you know, you can see that I'm just sort of getting into it here, and really smooth, how it tracks very well. And let me come around. Now I'm going to put on my turn signal here. And when I put my turn signal on, you'll notice that it lights up here in the handlebar, which is kind of cool. And there's also a beeping noise that the turn signal is on. So this is really made for to be a commuter scooter. A commuter scooter, how's that? One of the other features of this scooter is it is foldable, like most scooters are. The way to do it is I like to come around the side, and you pull up on this little lever, and then with your two fingers you can kind of push that like that. Now this comes down, and this little lever comes over here, and I think this is one of the weaknesses of this unit. You can see that it doesn't really connect in or lock in there, but assuming that you have it like that, you can then pick it up. And with the battery, this thing, you can actually do curls with it. Wow. And it's heavy. It's about 50 some odd pounds. But I think this is a flaw. I think that this needs to be improved here in terms of how it locks in for when you're going to fold it up. Once you put it back up here, all you do is snap this in. That's super easy, which is quite nice. You'll notice that it also has metal fenders here, which are, actually no, they're plastic, but in wet weather, you're not going to throw up a lot of rain onto you. The thing that's important to know is the X300, unlike some of the other Hiboy units, are fully certified to be able to ride them in the wet weather or the rain, whereas some other units maybe not. It also has this cute little bell, which I love. Instead of going electric, they went, this is Marco Island old school. Everybody who has the beach style bicycles, that will work really well down on Marco, which is where I plan on keeping this unit. All right, so the question is, why are scooters becoming so popular? And you know, there's a lot of things that go into that, but you know, traffic congestion, also what is some people call last mile commuting. So if you drive your EV or your gas powered car all the way close to where you work. Years ago, I used to work at Citibank, and I used to park down at Pier 44, and I had a little bicycle, fold-up bike that I kept in the back of my car. And that last mile going all the way down to Tribeca, I'd ride my little bicycle down there. Here, if I had this thing, I'd be riding my scooter instead. And by the way, in New York City, scooters are everywhere. It's unbelievable. So urban mobility solutions is a big deal. So if you're looking to buy one of these Hiboys, they're available in a lot of different places. In this video, in the description, there is a link to Amazon where you can get a discount using my code. And that is a good place to get it. eBay, you can also buy them. Believe it or not, Best Buy carries them, Walmart carries them. You can go to the Hiboy website itself. There are also a lot of high-end retail sort of bike shops that might carry these. So Google it up, check it out, see where you might be able to find them. And you can also get parts for this bike or this scooter online as well from the Hiboy website. I found that the communication from everyone at Hiboy was super good, so thank you for that. And I haven't really ridden any other scooters myself, or electric scooters. And I remember when I was a kid, everybody had razors around, but they were, you know, simple, tiny little 5-inch wheels, like skateboard wheels, and you'd push them like old school. I mean, we don't do that anymore, right? We've got to have it be electric. And this thing is, like I said before, this is kind of the SUV. To me, if your use case is to be able to drive into the city and then drive this 1 mile or 2 miles or even 5 miles to where you work, and then carry it up an elevator, I don't think the X300 is the unit for you. Please go to the Hiboy website and check out some of the lighter units that they have, because this thing, it's a hefty boy. But if you actually have a place where you can keep this almost like a bike rack. You can use any lock you want, but Hiboy sent me their lock. This is $39.95 or somewhere around there on the website. What's nice about this lock is it has a 4-character code that you can type in or dial in, or it also has 2 keys that you can use right here in order to reset, I guess, the code. So good thing to have a lock. It also comes with a little holder that you can mount onto the frame right over here. There's a number of different accessories featured by Hiboy. There's one that is like a waterproof case that you can put over here. And again, I mentioned that this unit is not waterproof, but you can ride this in the rain and it will not actually do anything bad to the unit. A couple of statistics around this, like I mentioned before, the maximum weight that you can be on this unit is 265 pounds. The unit weighs 52.9, call it 53 pounds, and it will go a maximum range of 37.3 miles. So it's, you know, you could take this thing on a pretty big road trip if you wanted to. So one of the other things that you do get when you buy one of these Hiboy is this is a Bluetooth enabled scooter, which means that you get an app that you can use with your scooter. It's kind of nice. They've really thought about entering this market for what everybody seems to want. A very safe, reliable, well-built, well-packaged scooter. And, you know, tough market to enter, but they seem to be doing super well. Well, listen, I appreciate everyone taking your time to watch this video. I don't generally endorse a lot of products, but, you know, when I did my research on this particular company, I said, you know what, send me the unit, let me evaluate it. I told them if I didn't like it, I wasn't actually going to make a video. I like it. I made the video. I encourage you to check out this company. There's a lot of companies out there, but why not check out this company? They're trying to make it in this industry. I, for one, am super psyched that Hiboy sent this unit to me. I've been having a lot of fun riding this thing around. It's a super good time, and I'm looking forward to having many, many miles of this thing. I'm going to be keeping it in the back of the Model 3. By the way, it doesn't really fit in the back of the trunk of the Model 3 unless you put the rear seat down. I like this unit a lot. I like the company. I like what it's doing. Not to say that there are others out there that may be as good, if not better. I don't know. But I can tell you this company is doing a real good job. And the fact that they're coming into this US market and trying to compete, I give them a lot of credit for that. So keep in mind, not a small unit. They have lots of different models on the website. So check them all out. The X300, this is the big boy. And that's why they sent it to me.